Welcome, friends, to the forest. Today is Friday, June 19th. Father's Day is coming this weekend. I hope you have time to go see your papa. Uh, wish y'all would come and say hi to me. I'm going to go ahead and get things started and share my gray window here. I got to first start it up. Yeah, I know I'm getting old. Memories starting to go. It's going to take a minute. So, what are you guys doing for Father's Day? You going to go see your father? You going to have, or if you are a father, uh, are your children going to come see you? That would be sad if they didn't. And my condolences if your father's no longer with us. I'm just waiting for Ray to finish loading here. Okay, now I can share it. There we go. Make a few adjustments so I can see the chat window. So, how you guys been doing? You had a good week? Got this Sunday. I'm gonna go with my brother and my father and my daughter, and we're gonna go out to the range and do a little plinking. We're gonna do the little pew pew. I think I got to print out some targets. You need to remember to do that. What do we got in here? Anything good? Nah. We're mostly free to play. I had been contemplating going ahead and getting this, but I've already got He-Man on this account, and I don't really think he's worth getting a second one. And honestly, I hardly ever use him on this account, so I don't think it's worth spending $30. I mean, look at this. 30. Yes, actually $40. $39.99. If you want to get them. If you're free to play, I mean that's not free to play. And I don't think he's worth that much money. We do have some things going on in Raid today. I was wondering if they were going to do anything extra for this weekend, but it looks like nothing too much. I'll show you in a second here. I need to get something to satisfy this quest. Purchasing an item in the market. And then while I'm down here, go ahead and Chimera was done, so we collected a few things from Chimera already. Just the new items. If you haven't seen him do this, this is for completing this quest. I just use a filter. Don't worry about what's up here, and just go current level, anything less than 0 to 4, and then go ahead and hide sets, and just take the first item in there and upgrade it. Now, if you think you've got a lot of, I always go to 8. If you think you've got a lot of weapons already done, then you want to go ahead and select. You can select something else. Just a quick way to do these quests, get them out of the way. We go to mystery shards, collect 10 of those to satisfy that quest. Summon 3 champions. I might as well go ahead and do all 10. So, what we have going to this, we have a fragment summons event going on, and the champion, where'd he go? Thought he was a fragment. Do you see him? I don't see him. Not a fusion. You know what? I don't have any fragments. That's why. That's all? No, not him. So because I haven't collected any fragments yet, I don't have him yet. Anything to look at him with. But we'll look over here. In the tournaments, we got a champion training event going on. And things are going really slow. Ice Golem turn attack going on. None of the prizes are for the Fusion Champ. In the events, we've got them right here. Princely Titan event is going on. And you can get, the only thing you can get for him right now is his Fallen Souls. Up to his 5-star soul. Under the gear enhancement, you've got, I think his event is over. So the only part of it you can get right now is his souls. And so I didn't get any of that. I didn't have enough resources to complete it, so I didn't bother actually going for it. I've got way too many heiresses. Of course, if I wanted to, I could always go here, look at the reserve and master vault, and see who's available there. Got a little more ag in here. Morag's a good champ. I haven't really found any use for her beyond faction wars. So I don't have a whole lot going on today. We do have a progressive chance going on where you can select one of these champions. Varkos, Head Splitter, Grutha, Darkseer. Well, she's an ugly one, isn't she? So I had a little bit of trouble there. Of course, Fabian. Cheshire Cat. He's a mean one. He's a excellent arena champ. Wish I actually had him. And then we have a recent upgrade. recent buffing, Septimus. I do have some Septimuses, but I'm not going to be pulling any shards when it's not on a 2x. And if you got void shards you want to pull, Queen of Hearts, Calco the Blind, Demon Spawn, Arathea of the Sylvan Watchers, and then the two epics. And of course, in Primal Shards and Sacred Shards, I think it's the same as the Ancients. Yeah. So that's what's going on in Raid right now, of any note. Yeah, see how long a resolution lasts. I said on Tuesday that I'm going to do 10 classic arenas every day. That lasted all until the next day. Ooh, 108, and they got that. I don't know. That's a really tough champion. I'll give it a whirl. At 108, he doesn't sound like he's got a lot of HP. I'm hoping my guys can take him out. He's pretty much a terror. Very hard to kill. And one time I went against somebody who had him as a solo. I got all but the last notch, and then my guy died. Ugh. See how hard he hits. Well, glad that one wasn't that hard. Pelops is a really strong champion. If you got him, congratulations. Well, this should go down in one shot. Fabian, 111. I do have Night Queen Crixia, immune to stun debuffs. So possibly she can take him out when he stuns. Oh, you can look at him now. He's got True Fear. He doesn't do any stuns, does he? No, he just does True Fears. Yeah, what the heck. We'll just try him. If he can't land the True Fear, but he does. Yeah, Crixia is good against Armands, but not against Fabian. And he also throws it out where he locks you out, so you can only use your A1. So you're left with True Fear, which makes it so you can't go at all. And then he locks you out right there. So you can't use any of your other normal A2 or A3. So you're stuck with just A1 if you ever get a chance to go. They should have made one champ immune to True Fear. Are they even damaging him at all? Yeah, a little bit. He's halfway there, but now he's got everybody petrified. My Empress is about to go. He's the next one on the list. Empress should be immune to True Fear. Oh yeah, he dies, comes back already, has the True Fear on him. That is just OP. You know what I mean? Some champs are just OP. Overpowered. Someday I would love to get an OP champ. Uh, they don't ever seem to be able to get those. Pull them. I mean, yeah, my mythicals are pretty good. And some people kind of think that Empress is OP, but he's not really. He does have his weaknesses. Yeah, but there's a couple of champs that always just seem to be, they don't have any weakness. Because once they get going, they don't stop. Fabian and Armands, they just constantly keep you in a frozen state where you can't go. Horseface, he's just really strong. His hit power is just out of this world. Estrid is good, but she's not OP. So I'm going to say that Sun Wukong might be considered OP, but he's just not quite there. Shuzan, is that what this one is? Fushan. Yeah, he's definitely not an OP champ. He's one of the old schools. But he's fast. He's got a good speed aura. I know I have tried to check out champs on what didn't know what they did in the past. I think this is a recent change where you can go in and look and see what the champ is and what they do. Esme the dancer. What does she do? She's got An aura. Speed in all battles by 19%. Passive effect. When hit has a 50% chance of randomly changing the attacker's critical to his hits to weak, normal, or strong hits. If Modo the Peel is on the same team, the chance increases to 30%. Attacker's critical hits to weak, normal, or strong. Okay. A 3 places a 50% increase accuracy buff on this. And 30%, I can't speak, 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns has a 75% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies. Attacks all enemies has a 75% chance of placing a weaken debuff, and a block buffs debuff for 2 turns also decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 20%. And Blade Juggler, A1, attacks one enemy, places a 50% increase. So, nothing real special there. So, how do you like my hat? It's got guitars on it. Looks like a do-rag, but it's actually a hat. Oh, got that, what is it, mercurial armor? I hate that one. But hey, everybody can get it eventually. And by the time everybody gets it, they'll move on to something else a little more make meta. They'll change the meta again by the time I got it. I'm always a step behind everybody else. I'm not totally free to play, but I try to be. All right, there's 10 of those. And we go on to see how many. What do we get from this one? Anything worth it? Not really. And I just got the hiccups. From Durham Forest, you can get 2 rares and 3 others. I think between Durham Forest and Palace of Arabia, those are the only ones you get 2 rares. You only get 1 rare here. And 1 uncommon. Tillshire. Get your sausages from Tillshire Farms. There's only 1, but they got a couple of uncommons. One rare and a couple uncommons. Templar is one of the rares everybody winds up getting early in the game. He's not bad. He's not bad, really. His attacks with this champion's default skill whenever an enemy places a debuff on this champion. So anytime he gets hit with a debuff, he goes ahead and attacks. He's got a block damage, which lasts, I think it's 1 turn. Yep. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a provoked debuff for 1 turn, then places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn. So in the early game, he's actually pretty good for Arena. He was definitely the bane of my existence when it came to early game Arena. So that was this one, right? Yeah. In the Badlands, Deadlands. Yeah, again. Well, actually, you get 2 here. You can get. You've actually got 3 champs here that are early game are worth it, and even mid game. So we got Berserker. He's not too much to talk about. But War Maiden, she's pretty good. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. And she's not hard to get 3 stars. Ascended. Her 2 has attacks 1 enemy, places a 50% increase attack buff on this champion, places an extra hit if this attack is critical. So if you get her, you want to build and you want to use her, build her out with some crit rate. Make sure she's got at least 100% crit rate, and then she hits with drops poisons, and it's a 2.5% poison, not a 5%. Attacks 1 enemy, has a 30% chance of placing the poison, which books up to a lot more damage. 10, 20, 30, 40 more percent damage. So actually not a bad champ. And then the other one is actually the uncommon Shield Guard. Removes 1 debuff from this champion each turn. Attacks all enemies. Fills the champion's turn meter by 20% on each critical hit. Damage inflicted is proportional to defense. And that's what makes him a pretty decent champ. You can go against bosses using him. If you get him, build him out. He's easy to build out. But his damage is based on defense. On both his A1 and A2. I'm just checking something. And on his A1, he attacks 1 enemy, has a 30% chance placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. And damage inflicted is proportional to defense. So that's what makes him a pretty good. You can use him up through the mid game. So don't use him for food when you get him. So for here, you've got those 3. And let's see who else we got here. In Godfrey's Crossing, you've got 2. Now you've got this one here, Mudstalker. He's good for Sand Devil because he's got a continuous heal, and he's got a sleep, and he blocks debuffs. I'm sorry, blocks buffs. Debuff. And Hallowed Halls. You get 1 rare and not much else to speak of. Just food. And you get 2 rares on Brimstone Path. Most not very much use for these 2. If you've got Huntsman, then you could use him. The Hound Spawn. Otherwise, this is the stage 3 of Brutal, is where you want to farm for convert some of that energy into silver. But for today, I think, where was it? I think I'm actually going to go do this. Just need a few extra different champs. Take everybody out to get it done as fast as possible. We're doing 10. If you do 10 every day, you will, by the end of the month, reach the number of campaign that you need to do for the month, for the quest, monthly quest. And you do want to get these quests done and not have to waste a lot of extra time at the end of the month trying to complete them. So it's better to go ahead and get them done on a daily basis. Do that little bit of extra than the daily quest calls for. So by the end of the month, or by the end of the week, by the end of the month, you've got all the quests done, so you can get your shards. That the monthly quest, you get a void shard and you get a ancient shard, sacred shard. The end of the week, you get an ancient shard. All right, well, that's running. This is a good time to remind you to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notification so you get notified when I go live again. Again, I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Add 5 to that if you're in the UK, so that's at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, what else is news today? I don't have a whole lot to go to talk about today. I mean, I don't want to get political. I think the best YouTube channels are the ones that are political. They get a lot of views. Everybody, because once you start looking at political, you start look at one. The YouTube will just start sending you a bunch more. Trying to find out what the news is of the day. And then you get stuck in this endless loop of political commentary videos being sent to you. And you just can't, YouTube algorithm just doesn't let you break out. You'd be surprised if you just start a new YouTube account. All the different videos that might be interesting, but the algorithm just doesn't show you because you watched one other video of something that looked interesting. Alrighty, okay. I think I gotta. There you go. Finish the weekly. So let's go ahead and claim, and you can get that shard. And while it's here, let's go ahead and ascend a champion. Got very little to ascend. Let's see what we've got in the potions. I think if I make some about 1 million, let's go 1 million. And let's put another 1 million here. That might perk up the number of available. Get some physics. 6-star ascended. And since she's here, might as well go ahead and finish upgrading her. And then the other quest right next to that one is upgrade a 3-star to a 4-star, which I don't have any 3-stars hanging around. So we'll just grab one here. some 4-star food. Upgrade rank. Got plenty of chickens. Are these chickens or turkeys? No reason to ascend her. Didn't get anything good. Alright, that's 2 more quests done. On the weekly, can upgrade an artifact to level 12. So to do that, I will go here, take the filter, take my equipped, get rid of the storage, and not that one. Current level, anything 5 to 8. And I'm going to look for one of my legendary champs first. And that looks like this one. So we're going to upgrade that to level 12. Don't have a lot of silver, so I'm not going to get carried away. And look at that, it's got an ascending. So we're going to go ahead and ascend it and see what we get. Double up the defense. Summon 25 champions. I don't have to worry about that. That'll get done over the week. Beating a dungeon boss 15 times. That'll also get done over the week. I still got 15 more days before my monthly gets done. Eventually, I'm going to have to upgrade a champion to rank 5. Fight in the classic arena. That'll happen. And win the campaigns. That'll happen just by doing the dailies. So we'll go to the advanced quests and look for, we got to complete 1 live arena. So while we have the live arena available, we'll hunt one down. Maybe we can win. Possibility. Try to start with some speed leads and see what they go with. So he's got some good champions to start with. Where is Arbiter? And yeah, kind of my normal thing here. Let's see, who is super buffer? I really don't have any champs that do not off the top of my head, that do a lot of buffing. Maybe Mithrala, which he did. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the usual here. Yeah, let's make it kind of equal. Let's see what else he throws up. Blech. All right, well, guess who I'm going to get rid of? Is Empress. And he gets rid of my other. So, I've got the speed lead. Let's see if his champs are that much faster than mine or not. With the speed lead, 30% extra speed, I should go first, but you never know. Nope, he goes first. And second. And third. And Removes all debuffs. Cool. And who are we going to go after? All right. Does he have a? I could take that off. Nope. Didn't do as much damage as I hoped. But maybe she can take him out. Nope. All right. I have to do something with his cardinal here. Ah. Did not turn her into a sheep. All right. Now she's clear. Yeah, her damage is not going to be a whole lot. Now he could, if he's no, he should have gone after the arbiter. Oh, that was rough. Well, I'm not worried about him. He's coming back. Put some buffs on. All right, let's see if we can get rid of her. Nope, not yet. This actually turning into a fairly even fight. All right, can we? I don't want to sheep her. Not at this point. I want to take her out before I get taken out. Yeah, there he goes again. Not doing it. See if I can sheep him. If I can't get that cardinal down, it's going to be a really rough time trying to beat this team. I may be able to do it now. Oh. He got my arbiter. I think I'm lost. Looks like it might be a win. I'll take a win. Thank you very much. Good battle. Good battle. Letter set. Too bad I didn't already have the quest for winning a battle. Clear 2 stages of Cursed City. I think kind of done with all the hard I can do. Bring it back to normal. Helicath, he's still a pretty good champion. I've tried replacing him sometimes, but he actually winds up doing a little bit more damage than you might think. Now here, let's see what we can take out everybody. Well, let's do a Doom Tower. Let's see, let's put that in. That's Arena. Where else? I don't speed. Where Arena? Do a search. Auras. Aura. Do I have any speed auras for this? All battles, 24%. Okay. Haha. Cat's upset. I won't open the door. Throw in all my mythicals. And see how quick this can get done. Ramasu. She can be a pretty good arena champ. She's the champ you get for, I think it's Chimera. No. Lamasu is for, it's what you get from Siege. In this victory chest. It's where you get your parts for Lamasu. And then you get these icons, avatars. So we've won enough siege battles where I've got Lamasu on there, all my alternates. That is not where I wanted to go. Actually, Siege is coming up, so I need to look, make sure I've got that done. Are any of my guys in spots where I can do a put on a trap? I'm going to give myself away. Traps are supposed to be. Well, I've got. Let's see which one would be best. So, 50% decrease accuracy debuff on the enemy with the highest accuracy for 1 turn. Decreases duration of all buffs on an enemy by 2 turns first time they attack in a battle, or that says cannot be resisted, right? Decrease each enemy's defense by 30% until the start of their first turn in a battle. So that would mean I would have to have the fastest team for that to even work. And all I've got is a 19% speed buff. And I don't think my team's, his is only 99. Hers is only 104. Oh, that's their base stats. Yep. Where'd she go? Yeah, 110 base stats. She's fast enough. Probably over 200. And she's 115. So I know she's over 200. I don't think that would have, but I've been surprised before people with a lot higher speed. Duration of buffs on an enemy for by 2 turns. First time they attack. Well, that gives me advantage after they attack, so I'm going to go ahead and set that one. So now I have one trap set. I think you can have 2 traps. The rest of my people need to fill this out before Tuesday. I've got one there. And then what I'm going to do is with the rest of my mana balls there, mana orbs, go ahead and donate some of them. So we have the bonuses. I can play some bonuses myself, but I'll save that for later. Let's get back here and go ahead and finish this quest up. And I've got a craft 1 perception artifact. It's already there. Just boop. Is it worth keeping? Yeah. And use 3 glyphs. Again, we just use the filter. Go to equipped. This time, current level, we want maxed out. And find one that doesn't have an up arrow on it. Hopefully we can find a good piece of artifact to do. There we go. That looks pretty good. Mythical. Add resistance. Add attack. Okay, that hit pretty good. And then HP. Claim that one. Well, we got a few more minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing my advanced quests. I think I've already. All right, let's survive 20 turns with the Demon Lord. Well, let's see. I've got my 1 key in Ultra Nightmare. Got a key in Nightmare. And then we've got a Brutal, which I'm going to go ahead and change to team. Did a team setup, and I'm looking for them right now. Let me make sure I have it set correctly. Make sure he's set to not use anything but his crushing mass. All right, so we're going to take that. We looked at him last week. I didn't do a quick battle, so you can see how he does. Now this he only did the team did what 96 million. Let's see what he does now that I've got the automated part set. So let's see what kind of damage he does this time. Does it go all the way? It goes all the way. And now you see he does a little bit more damage. He gets 43 million. So yeah, Corporate Cadaver is still a valid champ to use with a Wixwell team. I don't know if he's as good as the other two, as Geomancer. Probably not, but he's still valid. The team went full turns, and he did pretty good damage. No, I don't want to use 100 gems to compare. All right, folks. I'm going to call it a night. And again, thanks for watching. If you made it this far. And again, hit the like and the subscribe button. And join me next time on Tuesday, where we'll be doing Siege and see how we can do against other teams in the Siege. I will try to save my save my scrolls. Remember to save them for the evening. But y'all have a good weekend. Happy Father's Day to any of you fathers out there. And peace out.